My Hero Academia Season 6 is here, and my goodness, did the first episode do an amazing job of showing how important and serious this season is going to be. Now, this episode, I felt like flew by, but there was so much in it. More so a lot of establishing type. So basically, this is going to be the Para Liberation Front war arc. I am strictly watching anime. I have not looked at the manga because I know the manga's ahead, and I don't want to look at manga spoilers. So pretty much on this channel, we're going to be focusing specifically on the anime, and specifically we're going to focus on episode 1. Now, episode 1, you see all the heroes from the past few seasons, heroes you haven't seen, I think, in a while. Like, you see joke in the background, you see the cats from the from that one arc, and oh my god, you literally see pretty much all the heroes you have seen throughout the story. Even if they're background heroes, they made an appearance, right? And so I think that did an amazing job of showing how this is war, like this is serious. We've had previous arcs where it'd been like serious fighting and whatnot, right? But this is the first, I feel, real arc other than the Bakugo retrieval arc where you see literally all the heroes, but even then you see like more heroes than you saw in the Bakugo retrieval arc, because literally everyone is here. It's almost like it's like Smash Brothers, almost like everyone is here. But literally you felt the importance, right? And so you start setting up. You see the episode starts with just seeing Hawks, doing that undercover work, right? And then also explaining that Twice is now, because in the last few episodes of season 5 we saw Twice get over his whole mental trauma, and now he is a real threat, right? And so we see Hawks say that even though Twice is just an absolutely just hilarious guy, it'd be like, I feel like Twice is a villain, but he's kind of like, I mean, he's not a bad guy. Like, I feel like I feel like Twice is like someone I could be friends with, but the only unfortunate part is he's a little crazy, and he is technically a villain. But anyway, it's just ironic to see how Hawks is saying Twice is some dangerous villain when he's just joking and whatnot. But regardless, we also see the Paranormal Liberation Front. They have divided into different groups, different teams, right? Pretty much all of the members that were like the admins that Shigaraki showed off have pretty much their own team that they're kind of like in charge of, right? And so that's going to be interesting to see, because I know we're going to see like different groups of like the heroes fight the different villains, right? I feel like that's why they divided them into teams, because also when we start getting into the heroes launching their attack, we also see that they're divided up into teams as well. So I think we're definitely gonna see those like team aspects, team versus team, right? But also, the main thing I wanted to say was that I know I already mentioned this, but if you notice, we saw a bunch of heroes, right? We pretty much saw heroes we haven't seen, like Joke. We haven't seen her since, I believe, what was that, season 3? But regardless, no, I think season 4. I don't remember, but it's been a minute since we saw Joke. And the one hero, we saw all these heroes, but the one hero that did not make a single appearance in this episode was All Might. Now, I could have missed something, but I didn't see All Might at all. I didn't see All Might at any point in this entire episode. But we did see in the intro and the outro, there's apparently some sort of statue of All Might that they're going to try to make. But I just thought that was interesting, because we're going into this big war, and All Might didn't make an appearance. Not even to just say, good luck you all. He just was like not even there, right? But I guess that's more so symbolic, because it's like they don't have All Might there. So because they don't have All Might there, I guess that's just showing how, this is going to be difficult, because they don't have that symbol of peace. Because a symbol of peace with All Might would just easily, All Might could pretty much solo the the villains, right? But we don't have them, so I guess that's why I didn't show them. But once we get into the heroes planning the front, right? Literally all the heroes are there, and then the one thing I'm nervous about is that all the heroes, pretty much 90% of the heroes, are out here in this mission. What happens if villains attack the city? Like, we saw this one little villain that was like, oh, I'm gonna there's no heroes here. But then there was a hero that showed up and stopped him. But I mean, if Shigaraki is smart, well, we know Shigaraki's smart. If he wanted to send some really smart hero or really powerful hero just to assault the city, they'd be able to get a lot of damage off. So that's the one thing I'm nervous about. But regardless, I gotta say that when they infiltrated the hospital, seeing all them work together was really cool. And then we know that Nomus are there, of course. It's like the throwaway villains. But I also think we're gonna get continual development on Eraserhead and yeah, we're gonna get more backstory on him and Present Mike. I forgot his name. Present Mike. We're gonna get backstory on them and their friend that they lost, because there were flashbacks to them, and I'm glad we're gonna see some more expanding on Eraserhead, because he's my favorite My Hero character. If you didn't know, spoilers for a future video, but Eraserhead's my favorite. But we see that they're chasing down the All for One's number 2, and frickin' he transforms into a Nomu. It seems like he may have the quirk of aging, which he could have given to All for One. But not only that, something else I wanted to say is Mirako, the bunny girl, this is her anime debut. We've seen her before, but we haven't seen her in action, and she is easily one of the most powerful heroes. I believe she's number 5, but she dead ass was just swinging and destroying Nomu left and right. She was just murking Nomu. Like, I'm talking, like, we see All Might struggle. We've seen pretty much a lot of people struggle to kill these things, and she is just bodying these things left and right, breaking into like where the doctor's like hidden in this back area of the hospital. But oh my god, Mirako is easily gonna be carrying. She is powerful, all right, and I think that was good to show her off. She definitely had an amazing anime debut, like 10 out of 10. And so she got to be my MVP of the episode. If I got to give an MVP of the episode, this is going straight to her, because she was just bodying no moves left and right. Like I said, everyone has struggled. These things are hard to kill, but she was just wrecking these things left and right. But anyway, this episode had, oh my god, it was so good to like establish that, you know, this is serious, because you see all the heroes, and I, you know, instantly they get into fighting like within the at least last, I want to say maybe 10, maybe like 6 minutes of the episode, which I'm glad they show fighting this episode, because I thought it was just going to be pure exposition, but no, they got into fighting. And so they wasted no time. Like there was no filler, there was no I need to ask my parents permission. Nah, the hero, the students are there. Literally, it was just straight into it. The students are part of the fight too, and it was just straight into it. So I'm excited to see where the season goes. And yeah, I'm excited. I know that these episodes are gonna go by even faster once we start getting into the actual fights, but I gotta give this episode a solid 10 out of 10. I really have no complaints. It was a great exposition, and I'm excited for the rest of season 6. If you're excited for season 6, make sure you subscribe and let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you on the next video. Love y'all.